So in this video, I wanted to take a brief look at 3 mechanical pencils from the same family. Right here we have the super popular Pentel graphgear 1000. Then we have the Pentel graphgear 800. And lastly, the Pentel graphgear 500. Clearly from the same family. And then basically it's the most affordable pencil. And then as you go up, you see the 800 and the 1000. So if you want a Pentel graphgear, you might know Pentel makes great mechanical pencils. And which one should you buy? That's really kind of what we're trying to solve here. Obviously, I have them all and I like them all. And the graphgear 1000 is really the one that gets talked about the most. I couldn't tell you for sure that it's the most popular of the 3, but my guess is that it is, because for I don't know, about $7, $8, whatever this costs, is not very expensive. You're getting the top of the line. So some people are just gonna be like, well, why would I spend, $5 on an entry level one when for $8 or $9 I can have the best one? But I wouldn't necessarily say that the graphgear 1000 was the best. Each of the pencils has some features that I really like. So I would say you don't have to definitely just get the most expensive one. You should shop around and figure out what you're getting, which is the point of the video. So we will start with the 500 and work our way up. This is the graphgear 500. It's a true drafting pencil, I would say. It has that sort of old school look. It has the color coordinated, like the ISO color coordinated. This maroon means 0.3 millimeter. It has, it does not say the lead size, or the lead hardness or the size here, but that would have been common. It uses a plastic body. And then we have a full metal knurled grip. Really nice knurled grip. They did a great job with this. Here's the front piece. The front piece looks very similar to that of the 1000. You'll see the 2 are almost identical. And then we have a fixed pipe. So this does not go in there and it's not replaceable. So this pipe is basically built into the front of the pencil. So you could grab the grip right here and it doesn't come off, but if you turn it, you could remove the entire grip area. And it's actually, like I said, it's really nice knurling. Given the price of the pencil, I'm very impressed with how nice this front piece is. I find it to be very comfortable. And because it uses a fully plastic body with the metal grip, the weight is distributed more towards the front of the pencil. And so it's less evenly distributed, but it's more distributed towards the front, which I actually like, but I know that's not what everyone's looking for in a mechanical pencil, or a pen for that matter. Inside, we see it has a metal clutch. And I believe the clutch is the same on all these pencils. We'll see if we can zoom in there. Metal clutch, again, all plastic parts aside from the clutch itself. And then erasers here, as you would imagine. And then no cleaning rod here. And the pencil doesn't, I broke it. The pencil doesn't come apart very easily. So if you were to push this piece out, it doesn't, the whole body doesn't slide out. Or I guess the internals doesn't slide out of the body, which is not a huge deal, but with some mechanical pencils, it does come out very easily. So that's not the case here. Metal piece at the top on the button, which is nice, but not really a big deal. This is such a flimsy little piece of metal. The pencil itself is quite light. It's comfortable to use, and I really like the knurling, as I've said, but it is on the light side, and the weight is very much around this grip area. So moving over to the graphgear 800, this is a pretty interesting mix of the 500 and the 1000. You can see it has the dual material grip of the 1000. That's the rubber here and metal, but it does not have the knurling of the 1000 and the 500. So it's chromed, it looks quite cool. And then it has the rubber, the raised rubber grip. On this one, the front piece does come off. And that's mainly useful for cleaning out the pencil, but also technically if you were to bend this pipe here, you could replace this piece without having to replace the entire pencil. I haven't seen Pentel actually sell this piece, so it's theoretical that you could replace it, but I'm guessing you could. With this pencil, once you take that front piece off, the entire body or entire internals will slide out. So we could see we have that gold brass clutch here instead of, the other ones are made of like a kind of a brownish metal. I would assume they're brass, but I'm not sure. Plastic chamber here, metal button at the top, and then there's the eraser. Obviously the eraser is the same as the other ones. It's extendable and does not include a cleaning rod. With this pencil, if you want, you can remove the grip piece. I'm not really sure why you would, but you could. And then I guess you could kind of clean out this thing. There's really nothing to break or clean out, but I guess you could. It's actually kind of a pain to slide the grip piece in and out. It's not something I would do very regularly. And then you have to line it up, which is really super annoying. You can see it has that little nub there, and that piece slides in. And you have to apply a lot of force to it. And you can see if you manhandle it, it can come apart at the seams, which I've had happen before, and it's really super annoying because now you have a seam where there was none. That's right here. And that, in my eyes, is definitely a flaw with the design of the 800. And it seems like the 800 is the least popular of the set. Anyway, put this one back. And it goes together. No problem. You can see if you don't put it back right, you can see some of the buttons don't line up exactly right, but it's easy enough to fix. It works fine. The click feel on both of them is pretty similar. It's more precise feeling on the 800. You could probably hear that here, so listen to that. More distinct, more precise feeling on the 800. The internals are probably just a little bit better. And now we go to the graphgear 1000, which is a pencil I've talked about multiple times on the channel. I think most people watching will be familiar with it. This one moves, like I said in previous videos, to the double knock design. That means the pipe is not extended at first, which is really nice because this thing is quite pointy. You don't want to put that in your pocket and stab yourself in the leg or rip up your bag or laptop or something. So this, you have a non-sharp point here, which is really nice. When you want to write, you press the button one time, you knock it. Now the pipe is extended, and then you double knock it, or you keep pushing the button to extend the lead. When you're done with it, you just push the button and you're good to go and travel again. It's a more complex mechanism, and I've heard of sometimes if this clip were to break, then just watch this. The clip is what holds the pipe down, right? So if the clip were to break, then your pencil stops working. So it introduces a unnecessary failure point into the pencil. But given that the pencil is it's made fairly well, all this hardware is metal, it's not like these things are falling apart that often. And if they do fall apart, it's a $10 pencil. It's annoying, but it's not gonna be life-shattering. Metal button here. Now we actually do see the drafting style, the size at the top. That is not on the 500 and it's not on the 800, but we do see it now, which is nice. Again, that's a throwback to back when these were drafting tools and you needed to be able to grab the right pencil size out of your shelf of many pencils, or your holder of many pencils, what have you. It doesn't show the hardness, which is, you'll see there's a hardness indicator here. And the 800 does not have the hardness indicator, unfortunately. That's a nice feature reserved for the 1000. There's no hardness indicator on the entry-level 500 either. So kind of a weird clip, but it does hold this down. Now we have the grip. So we roll back to a knurled grip. And again, it's the dual texture or dual material grip. It has a soft rubber like the 800 and then the knurling. On this one, the front piece does come off like the 800. And you can see it reveals this kind of protector on the clutch. And then this piece comes off very easily, unlike the 800. And then we see the hardness grades. So you would just turn this window to indicate the hardness. And the pencil does not come apart at this point. No cleaning rod, but the same eraser as the other ones. Again, and the pencil, it doesn't just fall apart like the 800 where you can just pull the insides out, which is not a huge deal, but again, it's a perk for some people. And then you have the clutch is under this piece here. So it looks like it doesn't use a standard clutch, but it does. You just need to give this piece a little turn. And now you can see inside we have a very standard clutch. It looks just like that from the 300, and I believe it is just the same hardware in there. Tighten this back on. You could also knock it to see the full piece. Put this on. Pick out your proper lead grade, in this case HB. This, by screwing the front piece on, you will tighten the grip down against this, and that way it doesn't wiggle from HB. And then push this piece back, and good to go. So I think at this point you could see kind of what the deal is with the three Pentel graphgear pencils, with the 300, which is running out of lead, but this is the, sorry, this is, I keep calling it the 300, which Rotring uses entry-level 300. This is the graphgear 500. Plastic body, really nice knurled grip. Out of the three, this is the one I grab the most often. This is my favorite of the three, so there you have it. The graphgear 800, you move to a fancier looking grip, but it has that really problematic design where it has a seam here, and that seam can open up if you're not careful. Maybe if you're taking it apart in front of a camera, say. Plastic body, but nice feel to it. Wider, it's a little bit wider than this. I think it's just a hair wider. And if you like that dual texture grip and you don't want the complexity of the double knock, then the graphgear 800 is the one for you. Graphgear 1000, again, this is the one most people go with. It has the dual texture grip, the really nice knurling, and the rubber, the double knock design, which that is really what sells most people on it. And then it can be taken apart, which this front piece comes off like on the 800. And then this one also moves to a metal body. So it's a little bit sturdier of a pencil. The other two have the plastic barrels. And it also gives it more weight. And so the weight of the pencil is more evenly distributed, if that's important to you. So I think that pretty much covers it. I hope this helps you find the right graphgear for you. Like I said, I have a few of them and I tend to use the 500. So thanks for watching.